Welcome to the Daily Plunge. We're in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 25, verses 31 through 46. Now, red flag warning, this is not a parable, exhorting us to works righteousness, okay? We should not turn this parable into some moralistic fable. This parable is about the kingdom of heaven, and it starts off when the Son of Man, who is Jesus, comes in his glory, right? His eternal majesty. And, he's going to be on the throne. And what's the basis of that throne? He's not going to be judging, the world according to the old order of things, the way we think things are going, or according to the law. The old order is gone. Jesus comes in the fullness of his glory, his power, right? Which is his vindication for doing the cross, being resurrected. And so it says that all the nations will be gathered before him, not just the people of God, but all the people are going to be judged. And so there's going to be a reckoning, but it's not going to be based on the law. I mean, Jesus was crucified, right? He's exalted. He's on the throne, not because he kept the law, but because he died on the cross for the lawless and was raised beyond the death, even though he had all that sin, he deserved death, right? So this is a judgment based on grace. And he separates the sheep from the goats. The right hand is the clean hand, the left hand, wrong hand, those dirty lawbreakers on the left-hand side. So let's first deal with the goats who are on the left hand. And these folks are surprised. They're good folks, and they're surprised to find out they're on the left hand, on the wrong hand of all this. And when Jesus says, "You didn't do this," they're like, "When didn't we do this? We saw you." And they have pride about the good they have done. And part of that is that others have thought well of them. And one of the things to think about is that this is for all the nations, not just God's people. And you don't have to believe in God to do good things according to the world. And so these are law keepers. They're do-gooder folks, photo op servants, right? And again, they say, "When did we see you and not help you?" And the Lord will say, "Well, there was that one time you missed because you didn't keep the law perfectly. And there was that time and that time." And so the goats go to eternal punishment. "Depart from me, you're cursed, you unrighteous. Go into the eternal fire prepared for the devil." You're going to hang out with the devil because of your works righteousness. And, hell is created for rebel Satan, but he doesn't want us to be rebels. So now come the sheep. And the king, who is Jesus Christ, will say those on the right. And, he says, "Come." He's inviting them. "You who are blessed." Well, why are they blessed? It's a gift that comes from the Father, not a reward that they've earned, okay? This is not a reward that they've earned. He says, "Take your inheritance." Well, how does an inheritance come? It comes through death. The blessing that comes from the death of Christ is that it makes us children of God. And he says, "The kingdom has been prepared for you." Oh my gosh, it's prepared for you. You've been divinely elected. You didn't earn it. You didn't make it. You didn't decide for it. This is something God is doing. And how long has this been going on? Since before there was a world, okay? So before your birth, before you even had a notion to think about this. And so they become sheep. They're surprised that they are sheep. Just like the goats are surprised that they're goats. The sheep are surprised because God has made them sheep. And yes, they do the works of God's grace, but that's because they're responding to the good news. They're responding to the election that God has put into their lives. Hey, thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.